Hi, welcome to Predict the Score. Wayne here. Just wanted to respond to Ross's Statos video he's just put out. I wanted to just agree on a few things really and just give you my thoughts on it. England just seemed nervous. Obviously, they were too scared of losing the game that they didn't actually want to go out and win it. I know it's tournament football, and I know it's group games and stuff, but they just didn't seem the belief from the Iran game. They didn't have that fire in their belly to go out and actually put a marker down and do something. Let's go through the team from the back. Pickford, he looked comfortable. No dramas really. Looked okay on the ball. Looked okay with the ball at his feet, passing it out. Certainly had a lot to do because the ball kept coming back to him all the time. Even when we were up the field, we had a throw in. I think we had a throw in there, in America's half, and the ball went back to Pickford. I just don't get it. They just didn't seem the desire to get in the box and go for it. Trippier and Shaw played okay. They had good games. It says something when Maguire is your best player in the team, which I thought he was. He only seemed to be shown up as a good player because he had a lot to do. If USA had a decent striker, I'm not saying that Pulisic isn't, but if they had a proper goal scorer, we would have lost that game 3-0. I think quite comfortably 3-0 as well. Stones did enough, as he always does. I've always said this, and I've said this in previous videos. I think Stones is a good player. He's solid, but he has that mistake in him every now and then. Luckily this game wasn't the game where he, had that mistake. Rice and Bellingham, it was almost as if Bellingham wasn't on the pitch. Where was the Bellingham from the Iran game? Where was that fired up that everybody was talking about, saying he's going to light the World Cup up, this guy's going to be the star of the World Cup? He was almost invisible. And there was no surprise when he got taken off. Absolutely no surprise for me at all. But you bring Henderson on. I don't even know where Southgate is even thinking. Henderson, he's not even playing in the Liverpool team. He's ancient. He's an old player now. He'll do you a job. He's like the James Milner of the world now. Stick him in the team and he'll fill a gap. And he'll do that. But he's not going to put that through ball through. He's not going to set the midfielder light and actually win you a game. For me, I've said it many times, Raheem Sterling is not good enough now to be in that England starting lineup. He might be okay as a super sub and come on and make a difference in the last 15 minutes of a game. But from the start of a game, he is not good enough. He's gone back to his old game of run, full stop. Can't deliver. Got nothing in the locker for the end ball. Okay, he might be England's second top scorer, but not now. He isn't. He isn't doing that now when we need him to be. You've got to put players in, like Grealish, like Foden. How the hell is Foden not in that team? How can he look? I know exactly what Ross said. How can Foden be sat there looking at Mount playing 90 minutes and doing nothing when you could bring Foden on who will set that game alight, like Grealish did? Grealish came on, made a difference straight away, and it was instant. Harry Kane, I don't know whether it was the injury to his ankle that had upset him or unsettled him. He looked like he wasn't bothered. Honestly, to me, watching the game, Harry Kane looked disinterested. There was no little flicks, the little dinks and little passes that he was doing. Maybe I'm doing USA a disservice here. Maybe USA, they pressed and they pushed and they were harassing our players. We didn't get 2 seconds on the ball before we had 4 players around. Whether that was USA's game and that's what they were going to do, but England just didn't have anything in response. There was absolutely nothing that they could do about that. They didn't seem to change the game. They didn't change tactics at half time. Nothing changed in that game at half time to make a difference. They kept trying the same ball up the wing, Trippier to Saka. They kept trying the same ball, and every time it got cut out. They kept playing the same ball, launched the ball up from Pickford, and not once did Kane or Sterling or Mount flick it on. Not once. They didn't even get a chance. They got out-muscled at the back four every single time. Now, I just don't know where we go with the Wales game. The Wales game is going to be Premier League versus Premier League. Most of the Wales players play in the Premier League. Okay, Gareth Bale used to play in the Premier League, so he's going to know the style. So for me, that's a big game. Now, I know we're going to qualify unless they beat us 4-0 or something like that. But for me, we've got to win against Wales. So like and subscribe. Give us some comments. Give us your thoughts. Tell us what you think. If you agree, if you don't agree. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.